coming soon. Until then, enjoy the vibes.
My baby, your body's on fire. Hey, body's on fire. Just enough. My baby, your body's on fire. Hey, body's on fire. My baby, your body's on fire. Yeah. This one I can do with the jabba. Me, I no get time at the jabba. Dada cover my face, calling me lava. Biggie man, we know the where I money, what's it come? Chewbacca, all depend. We can ride the wind, and the fit, die for nothing. My nigga, what's it come? Chewbacca, all depend. We can ride the wind, and the fit, die for nothing. Make you no say anything when you do, they must commend it.
I can't come and kill myself.
Anything when I did do, what they try to do on my way.
Can't come and kill myself.
Plenty survive we face just to make sure money day. All my people that go say I know one buy, I know one die, I know one payment. I want enjoy, I want jump like, I want buy me food, I want build house, I still want to know. Tell me money come, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the penny, they get it, ride the money, and the feet, die for nothing. My nigga, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the penny, they get it, ride the money, and no feet. Different things them happening, schemes and packaging. In a one night for shows I'm juggling, flow like the ocean, my boat I'm paddling. Tradition up Ella, that's my bro, my family, bows in chains. When it comes to money, I take concentrate. Make I tell you straight, you are not my mate. If you become mission, I be head of state. For my people, then go say, I know one fight, I know one time, I know one payment. I want enjoy, I want jump life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. Tell me, my nigga, what's it come? Chewbacca, all depend. We can get ride the money, and the kids die for nothing. My nigga, what's it come? Chewbacca, all depend. They get it, ride the women, and the kids die for nothing. Oluwabana,
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hopefully I'm not too loud because I always go back and listen to my lives when they're over, especially if I have time or whatever. And sometimes I'll be like, damn, I sound so loud. And then other times I feel like, you know, my voice is too low. And I'm not even using any mics or anything. So let me go ahead and say good morning to everybody in the chat. And then I'm going to go ahead and get into my comments here because I do have quite a bit that I want to talk about. And I have to be somewhere this morning. That's why I came on here early because I have a procedure that I have to get done. And so I don't think I'll be talking or anything like that after a while. So I don't know. Okay. So let me go ahead. Nurse Cedric, good morning. It's so good to see you. Wild Seed, hey sis, good morning. We got Mo's Kitchen at Home. Mo, I hope you enjoyed your Christmas. I was going to come on here over the Christmas time, and I just decided, like, you know what? Just enjoy your time. You know what I'm saying? because I'm telling you, life is so short, and I just don't want to waste it doing craziness. Okay. Bald-headed baby doll, good morning. LG, I was over in your clouds the other day listening. You over there playing music. Then I was over there another day, and it was some kind of confusion going on. So I just didn't drop down because I didn't really know what was going on, but I was just listening. So you said you was gonna go pull out some old videos or something like that. But yeah, I was in the bushes watching for sure. Okay, Soul Sister number one show. Good morning, my love. Christopher W, the piano man. Good morning. W Jackson. Good morning, boo. All right, Detroit 313. Good morning. It's so good to see you. So I've spoken to everybody in the chat. So moderators, if anyone else comes in here, please make them feel welcome to be here. I wish I had everything kind of like organized that I wanted to talk about, because I don't want to really forget anything. But I was literally just like scribbling down some stuff on a piece of paper, but the shit is not really in fucking order. Hey, German lady. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Good morning. Prima Donna, good morning. So it's not really in order, but let me just go ahead and get the first thing out of the way first. So I want to talk about titles, right? So, there is the thing that people are talking about, like OGs and who's the OG and who's not an OG, and, who's the young G, or whatever the case may be. And I don't really feel any type of way about anyone who says that I'm not an OG, or anybody who doesn't call my name out, because number one, I don't need approval from anybody. I know who I am. I know the work that I put in. And if it wasn't for me, a lot of things wouldn't happen as far as when it comes to the beef sector. I mean, I could sit here and name thing after thing after thing that people got from S. Hutchinson. So, and even the first real-time fight on a video, right? Beefing on a video back and forth, that was me and Nika, okay? Me and Nika introduced woo banging, okay? We brought in real-time beefing. Okay, back, at first we had to make our videos and upload them. You had to wait and do a response. But then once we got on Blab and we had the Hangouts, the Google Hangouts or whatever, that's when we could get together on panels like we do now. And me and Nika had that, first interaction of a beef like that. I'm not going to sit here and like pull out my resume and lay everything out there on the line. But I know that how Salt and Pepper say, I paid the price to make my mic sound nice. Okay. I paid the price, okay, to put OG on the fronts, in the middle, and in the back of S. Hutchinson. Okay. Period. All right. So that's it. And that's all. I'm not even going to entertain that conversation again. Okay. So moving on. First, let me ask y'all, how did y'all enjoy y'all Christmas? Did y'all enjoy y'all Christmas? Y'all know I don't celebrate it, but it's still nice to have that time off, where people don't have to work and they're at home and stuff like that. I know some people are celebrating Kwanzaa, that's going on right now, and also I believe Hanukkah. So I hope that everyone is enjoying their time, no matter whatever it is that you're celebrating. I just choose not to celebrate Christmas. I don't celebrate any holidays. I raised my kids. I told my kids from birth, there is no such thing as Santa Claus. There is no such thing as the Easter Bunny, because I just feel like, for me personally as a mother, I wanted to be realistic with my children. And so that's how I handle things. Hey, Derek, good morning. So, thank you, German lady. So, yeah, it's a lot of things. The people do it now, and it's so played out. You know what I'm saying? They do phone calls and shit. That's Hutchinson already did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of things I've already done. You know what I'm saying? But we're just gonna move right along. So Pizarro had a competition last night, dance hall competition. And I will say this, y'all know I love me some pizza pie, right? So I felt like it could have been called a dance challenge versus dance hall challenge. And my critiques are not, I don't want this to be anything that she's going to take it to heart and feel offended, because it's not to offend anybody. It's just some things that I saw. You know what I'm saying? So I think it should have been more of a dance challenge versus dance hall, because I saw very little dance hall, right? But I do think that Pizarro is very smart, and I really enjoy these challenges that she comes up with. The thing I like about the dancer one is that you don't really need any money. You don't have to cook anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just about you and presenting yourself and coming in front of the audience to entertain. So I really think that this is like a great idea. I heard her asking people, should she do a part 2? I would like to see a part 2, but of course, with some things tweaked a little bit. So first of all, let me say this. I think that when people are having competitions, whether you like the person or you're cool with the person or whatever the case may be, I feel that everyone should be supporting that challenge, because I feel like it's for the sector. I don't look at it as, well, this is Pizarro's challenge. Well, it is her challenge, but she's also doing it for the culture. She's also doing it for the sector. So I think that everybody should come forth and support, whether you want to sign up to be a part of it, whether you want to just watch it, share it out, donate some money or whatever it is, play your part in some type of way. Okay. I don't agree with people going live when other people are doing challenges. Now, I know that everybody is not going to per se, maybe they don't like challenges. So maybe people are happy that somebody else is doing something else. Sometimes those challenges last forever. So does that mean that people are going to not go live all day long? I can't say that they will do that. But I think the content creators should at least try to make a conscious decision to not do that. I just think it's like poor sportsmanship. That's how I look at it. But I'm just one person. That's how I see it. Okay. So for me, I feel like Mo says, Yaya, in my opinion, was the only one that was given dance hall. Okay. Now she says she's a dancer. She seemed to be in a dance studio. So the only thing I could critique about her is I couldn't take hearing her feet hit the ground. And maybe that's because the music wasn't over what she was doing. But yeah, she was the only one who did dance hall. Speaking of Yaya, which I don't know any of these people. I know the people from the beef sector. The other people, I don't know them. But what the fuck was up with TMO? When the lady Yaya came up on the panel, why did she cuss that girl out? I was so confused by that. I'm like, am I missing something? She was saying, don't be hitting the link or this, that, and the other thing. So I'm like, did you all not? Because at first I was thinking, okay, maybe they didn't check in and do like sound check before the show, right? But then I heard Kelly Love say something about sound check, which lets me know that I'm assuming that everybody was there before the show started. So I'm thinking that the judges and the hosts and co-hosts will all know who will be participating. So why did that girl get cussed out? Good morning, Jay Parrish. Does anybody know what was that all about? I was so confused. So for me, as far as her being a part of anything, I know they're friends and they're cool or whatever, but she could probably sit the next one out. Hey, Sheffy, she could probably sit the next one out, because I didn't really get anything out of her being involved in it besides negativity or whatever. So I'm gonna say a no-go. So anyway, moving right along. Now, a lot of people were harsh on Trish, right? But I'm gonna be honest. I felt like we all know Trish from the beef sector, right? And I'm not saying that she should win because she's in the beef sector, because if you can't outdance somebody, then goddamn it, you ain't gonna win. I don't give a fuck where you from, right? But I feel like even for the people that I saw with some form of negativity towards her, I just wonder, do people ever think about how much guts it takes to cam up, and not only just cam up, but cam up, bring your ass on camera and dance in front of thousands. Okay, we're talking 1,800 people, and you're showing everything, any imperfections, anything that you feel about yourself that you may not like or you may be trying to work on. You know, so I just think, I wish that people would kind of think about that a little bit, because we have people who won't even come on camera at all. You know what I'm saying? They won't even put their hand in front of the camera. So I just don't think we should be dogging out people who are willing to actually come on camera and say, hey, this is me. This is what I'm giving. And I felt like Trish was danced properly, even for dance hall or dancing. Some of the stuff, it was some of the women, and I'm not coming for them, but they did come through. Let's be honest. They came through with like stripper clothing on, right? Asses hanging out, everything, right? I'm sure some people probably enjoyed looking at that or whatever like that. But to me, that's not really what dance hall is about. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can skin out and do all that other stuff, but I don't know, girl. I don't know. So am I saying that her name is Queen 88? Am I saying that she didn't deserve the win? No, I'm not saying that. Because I think overall, she definitely did that shit. You know what I'm saying? But not in a way of dance hall. If I had to give and vote for somebody based on dance hall, I would have had to give it to the girl Yaya, right? I would have had to give it to her. But if I was judging on overall dancing, Queen 88, I would have to give it to her. However, I don't think Trish did bad. Okay, some people were saying that she was crying and trying to give a pity story for some sympathy votes and stuff like that. You know, I don't know about that, because I just feel like we all have some things that we're passionate about, and when you can't do those things to the best of your ability, right? And somebody says something about her weight, and that's being the reasons why she was doing it. Let me tell you something. Weight doesn't stop shit from dancing at all, okay? I have a cousin who's about twice my size and a half, probably. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's a big girl, okay? And my cousin can drop it motherfucking low, pussy popping, hitting the ground and bringing it back up to the top, okay? So I don't really think that weight gain causes anybody to not be able to do certain type of dances. I think it may mess with your confidence if that's something that's a problem for you. And so maybe it makes you a little bit more conscious about what you're doing or whatever. But I feel like with Trish, I'll say kudos to her. Kudos to Trish. Because at the end of the day, she came on there. They said she was too close to the camera, but guess what? Everybody doesn't have a fucking dance studio to be at. Now, if I was to participate in a dance competition, and I'm thinking like looking at what they was doing yesterday, I would have probably been even closer to my camera than Trish. Because where would I find space in here to do all of this other extra stuff? You get what I'm saying? I don't really have space to do any of that type of stuff, okay? So, yes, Lizzo is another one. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, I think, Trish, you did a great job. You should be proud of yourself. I know she's working out and trying to lose weight and stuff like that, but she's still serving body all at the same time. Okay, let's not mistake that. Okay. Now, the young lady, Big Baby, She was fluffy, and she damn sure knew how to dance. However, I'm gonna say this, and this is no shade. I don't know you. I don't beef with people from other sectors. So even if you feel some type of way about what I say, it's really not gonna turn into a beef, because I'm just not gonna go back and forth or whatever. But the first thing I definitely did not like is the bonnet. Okay. I have a serious issue with women wearing bonnets. Okay. You'll never see me on camera with a bonnet. You'll never see me at the hospital with a bonnet. You're never going to see me at the grocery store with a bonnet. You're just not going to see me doing that. So I'm never going to come and present myself to an audience with a bonnet on. Okay. But they gave her the critique, and she took the bonnet off, which she looked way better once, her hair was out and everything like that. So she has the 40 inches of blonde, platinum blonde, hanging down low or whatever. But my critique for her would be, just because, and this is not even just her, this is for a lot of people, and sometimes even it could go for me. Just because they make it in your size don't mean you need to wear it. Now, I'm saying this because I wasn't a judge there. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like it would have been nice to see the judges be a little bit more tactful. Because again, I am saying that, and even what I'm saying about this girl, I'm still giving her credit, because she came in front of YouTube, dancing, doing this, doing that, half dressed or whatever. At first, I didn't even think the girl had no damn bottom half clothes on, right? So I give her credit for that. But all in the same time, I feel like I wouldn't have been wearing that shit. That's what I'm saying. I think that's the point I'm trying to get to. Okay. I wouldn't have been wearing that shit under no circumstances at all. Okay. In my house, walking around, live on YouTube, absolutely not. I would not at all. So I think presentation, people have to look at presentation as well, and how you're willing to present yourself in front of an audience. So I'll say with Uppity came on, and she had the ball wig on or whatever. And if you're gonna wear your clothes or whatever, make sure that it's covering your body. If it ain't meant to be a half-cut shirt, it shouldn't be given half-cut shirt. Because I was seeing half-cut shirt, but I don't believe it was a half-cut shirt. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like even though you may like to be in challenges, you don't have to be in every challenge. You get what I'm saying? It's not every challenge that you have to participate in just because there's money on the line. Because, one thing about Pizarro, she does winner takes all, right? And I would look at that and be like, nah, I want everybody to get something. But even when you try to give everybody something, them niggas still act crazy. You get what I'm saying? So I guess that's probably why Pizarro do look. Winner gonna take all, and it is what it is. So when Uppity came out the first time, I felt like she wasn't that bad as far as the dancing. Now the clothing or whatever, I don't know what the hell was going on right there. But I feel like as far as the dancing, as far as Uppity being Uppity, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't all that bad. I think she may have been getting a lot of negative feedback because of how people feel about her, right? But do I think that she's a dancer, or because she's always the one saying, I only dance to dance hall, I only do this to this and that to that. But girl, you wasn't doing anything to nothing. You know what I'm saying? You was bibbity bopping around, but you wasn't really giving dance hall queen. You get what I'm saying? You wasn't giving that, right? So then when she came back, which, when she, let me skip that right now if I get myself in trouble, because it's almost a new year, and I told you I wasn't gonna be beefing with nobody, but yeah, let me tell you something. You remember that outfit that Uppity had on when Trish did her fashion show? Uppity would have been better off wearing something like that. She would have been better off wearing something like that. Listen. big ladies, fluffy divas, you have to learn to cover up parts that people don't need to see, and then you show off what needs to be seen. You get what I'm saying? Okay? But everybody don't need to be seeing all of that. Now, here's another thing. I give Voodoo a lot of credit for having a lot of energy. Voodoo had a lot of energy. Hey, Transparent Talk. Voodoo had a lot of energy, right? And I feel like, if I have to be honest, that was something that was really missing from a lot of the people that participated. Now, Queen 88, she came with the energy. Her stamina seemed to be amazing. Yaya, her stamina was there. But am I the only one to notice that a lot of other people was out of breath after less than 2 minutes? No, I'm not moving forward with my commentary until somebody explains this to me. Because I know I wasn't the only one who saw that. Did they seem to be getting out of breath too soon? Or was that my imagination? We're not moving on until y'all talk to me. Because if not, they'll sit up here and say that I'm lying. I'm trying to tell you that they will tell y'all that I'm lying. Now, let me tell y'all something else. Oh, Lord have mercy. I hope I don't get too goddamn mixed up and confused and don't tell y'all the shit that I need to tell y'all. But CEO boss lady said med check, and goddamn it, I got to do a med check for the one time on the goddamn med motherfucking check. Let me tell y'all what happened. Why I was not on here over the holidays or whatever, baby, I cut on the internet and I seen a content creator, right? And she must have been hearing about my med checks, and she did a med check, but people forgot to tell her, when you do a med check, you cannot mix that shit with alcohol, okay? So she had the med check, and then she had some Hennessy. Oh, my goodness gracious. Did y'all see that shit? I know I wasn't the only one to seen it. I know I was not the only one to see that shit. Baby, that dancing looked like some shit that, man. I said, Lord have mercy. I'm telling them about med checks, and now they out here mixing goddamn pills and liquor together and getting on YouTube dancing. I'm just saying, I'm very serious. I also want to know why Apartment 22 didn't join the competition, the dance hall competition. So, you know, Legion, you know it. So, I feel like Voodoo, he didn't really give me too much dance hall, but I can tell that he was trying to incorporate some dance hall stuff into it. I also think if you're going to have a dance hall competition, I think that you need to have judges who also know dance hall dances, because these dances have names, and they have movements. You get what I'm saying? I think Pizarro can host anything. She has the ability to bring people to her. She has the ability to capture people's attention and keep them there, right? So, and this is her idea. So I think she should continue on, you know, and do this again. But I think as far as the judges, I think there's a way to say what you say without being too disrespectful or too rude. I mean, I'm saying what I'm saying because I'm just doing commentary. I don't really think I'm being rude, but I'm also not a judge. If I was a judge, I would be a lot more tactful in what I'm saying. Because you can be honest to a person without being disrespectful or being rude. Because it, like I said, it's easy to criticize. Even as I'm sitting here criticizing. Do you think that I will come on camera with what Big Baby had on? Tootsie rolling around and on YouTube? Shit, the devil is a liar. Absolutely not. It takes a lot of guts to do some shit like that. So I'm never really going to knock a person if I won't do or can't do what they're doing. Hello. Okay. So, the big baby, it was a big no for me. Okay. From the bonnet, that was already the first strike. The clothing, second strike. I'll give you credit because you could move. You could move. You could whine and grind. But baby, you got to start exercising more, doing something. You less than 2 minutes, you was out of breath. You in who was that other person that kept running to cut the camera off? I didn't understand. Like, if you out of breath after dancing for 2 minutes, what you do when you in the bed with your man? And I'm not just talking to big baby because I don't know you. I'm just speaking in general altogether. If you are dancing, gyrating around on a dance floor, and if you're out of breath after 2 minutes, then what are you doing with your man in the bed? I'm going to wait until somebody answer me. Huh? Please don't tell me y'all the type of women that lay down in the bed like y'all did with your man. Because let me tell you something. If you can get in the bed and roll and toss and do all this other stuff for 20, 30 minutes or an hour or whatever, however long you're doing it, 10 minutes, you shouldn't be out of breath after 2 minutes is all I'm saying. You said you thought she was, I thought that girl was young though. She was out of breath after a couple, it seemed like they was out of breath while they kept cutting the camera off. I'm like, Lord, you ain't even been on there that long. Also, I know that Pizarro, she's always going to give Avatar, and that's fine. But I think as far as the judges and, DJ contestants, I think everybody should be on camera the whole time. It just looks way, way better. And I just think that if you're going to be on camera judging people, those people should be able to turn and look at you and judge you as well. Even if it ain't about dancing, you get what I'm saying? Because if you come for somebody on, their hair or outfit or whatever, they got the right to look at you and see if you put yourself together right. You get what I'm saying? So that's just how I feel about that. It ain't that deep. But I do think that it really came across like either there were some plans that changed at the last moment. It seemed like nobody was on the same page. I sensed that Pizarro was very frustrated. I'm not really for sure why or what happened. I'm thinking that some stuff happened before the contest started. And I mean, I'm not privy to that information, but that's just what I sensed. I also had heard that some people had signed up, but they didn't show up, and that she was mad about that. I don't know if that's the case or not. But I do think that, like, when you're doing challenges and stuff, if people tell you that they're going to be a part of something, I think they should show up and show out, or either just don't sign up. Because it does make it harder, because sometimes you may have your show set up a certain way based on the people that's supposed to participate. And then when they don't show up, you have to change everything all the way around. That's why one time I was saying, I was like, maybe people should be charging an admissions fee. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's the fact that they're getting their money back or they're putting it in the pot or whatever, because a lot of times people, they don't really take it serious because it's not their, competition. Good morning, Kiki. But I don't know all what happened or why people, weren't there, because like I said, probably things happened that I'm not privy to that information, or why they decided to drop out or not participate or whatever. Now with King Roman, I love that he participated in this at all, like him and Voodoo being men, participating in this, and also being gay men at that. I give them a lot of credit, because come on, think about the dance hall dancing and all that other kind of stuff or whatever. I think that I hear a lot of people complaining about other sectors coming over and winning money, right? And y'all know how I feel about that, because in the beginning, I was mad when Granny came and took that money for that lasagna with the cheese off the floor, right? I'm like, she ain't even from the sector or whatever. But I had put money, donated money in that pot. This particular situation was going on, I didn't put any money in the pot. So I feel like I don't have a right to complain about where the money is going at, And a lot of times the people who complain about people outside the sector getting the money, they're not donating any money. You know what I'm saying? And even people who told me to do a pot for trivia and stuff like that, as subscribers, I don't know if y'all understand how much stress it is not only to beg for this money, but if people give you $1, they think they have the right to tell you everything that you should do, how you should do it, where the money is going, and all of this other confusion, right? So here's the thing. How can we blame Pizarro for giving money to somebody outside the sector if people in the beef sector are not signing up to participate to do this? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Good morning, Michelle. Because when you think about it, Trish and Uppity were the only two people that we know of from the beef sector area. And one is not even technically beef sector. Okay? So then you have King Roman and Voodoo. Technically, we know them from beef sector, but I think of beef sector from 2019 or whatever, right? So at the end of the day, I feel like it would be nice to keep the money in-house, but you cannot give money to who doesn't want it. And the problem with the beef sector is this, and I'm just gonna be honest. People have gotten so fucking comfortable behind these fucking avatars. Even people who initially first started being on camera and stuff like that, now they prefer to be behind an avatar. Nobody really wants to cam up like that anymore. And then when they do cam up, some of them camming up, and guess what? They should keep their avatars on, because they're not presenting themselves in a good way. They're coming on camera looking beat down and tore up, right? So I think it's hard to find people in the beef sector to do a lot of stuff, coming on camera, because they don't want to come on camera. And then they damn sure do not want to dance. They don't want to put themselves in a position to be vulnerable or for somebody to criticize them. You know what I'm saying? They want to be able to talk shit about other people, but they don't want people to be able to say any fucking thing about them. You get what I'm saying? So that's another thing, right? So even when I did one of my cooking challenges and I had somebody drop out at the last minute or whatever, Mink Mob was like, look, if you have anybody to drop out or whatever, she was like, I'll go ahead and be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? And so she came, showed up, and did the thing in less than 24-hour notice. And a lot of times when we out here doing these competitions, people are not coming through. And then we have other people who just step in and they be like, okay, I'm going to come and I'm going to do something because I don't want to leave you without anybody. So I'm going to try to support what you're doing. And then they go up there and do it. And they might not even be, that might not even be their thing, but they're just trying to support. But then other people will turn around and will criticize those people. And it's like all they're trying to do is support somebody in their sector. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think, in my personal opinion, I don't think that Voodoo or King Roman thought that they were going to sign up and they was going to fucking leave Dance Hall Queen. I think they signed up to participate and support Pizarro. And I think they should be commended for that. You know what I'm saying? And Voodoo needs to transfer some of his energy over to some of them other sisters, baby, because baby, they need a vitamin B12 shot or something. Okay. They out of breath too quick. So King Roman, like I said, I love that he participated and everything like that. I won't lie, he was a little stiff, especially when it came down to the dance hall part. But I think it was because he was nervous. I think he was a little bit nervous, but I still enjoyed watching him, and I really love that he participated in that. Now, I really don't have anything to say about it was a lot of, how I am about noise, girl. The noises, I can't take it. It was a lot of over talking. It was taking telephone calls during the goddamn show. It was Pizarro's trying to talk and then somebody else is talking like they don't hear her talking and stuff like that. So that was a little annoying. I feel like, if you're not talking at the moment, put your thing on mute, because we don't need to hear all of that noise in the background or whatever. Everybody doesn't need to talk at the same time. I will say that Yusef, in my personal opinion, did a great job DJing. And I think what would have been maybe helpful is if maybe like 2 or 3 people, like in order, are in the back about to come up, but Yusef is playing the music and he's like entertaining the crowd in the in between. You get what I'm saying? Like maybe he'll give a song and then the people come up to the dance competition. But I feel like if he's gonna do that, I feel like then the judges, co-hosts and all of those people, they need to bring it. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got to sit in your chair and pussy pop, throw your ass in the circle sitting in the chair. You know what I'm saying? Have you a little drink and a little, vibe out a little bit. So I seen Snoop kind of doing that. And I was like, see, that's the kind of vibe that you need for something like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, hey, like I'm having this time of my life, I have no idea where James was. I saw some people saying where was he at. The only thing I could think of, well, a couple things came to my mind on why he didn't come. But I don't want to be loud and wrong and make a fool out of myself. But I was thinking, okay, it's 2 things. I heard James say the other day on his cleanup that the people told him he can't be in the dance competition. Now, I don't know who the fuck told him that, but he said, I'm not allowed to be in the cooking competitions. Y'all don't want me in the dance competitions. What am I supposed to do? What am I allowed to do? Right? So if James is from the beef sector, and if he's being told that, right, then, hey, pizza pie, I'm over here talking about you, boo. If he's being told that, or if he's being made to feel that way, can we blame him if he don't follow up and come through? Because I don't know who told him that. I don't believe that it was Pizarro, because I don't think Pizarro would tell him something like that. And I was thinking maybe it was just something he heard while he was in the bushes or something somewhere else. I don't know. I know that some people feel if people have a certain amount of subscribers, that they shouldn't be allowed to be in something because they're going to automatically win because they have more subscribers or more support. But we see that that's not always true either. So I was thinking that maybe it was that reason for James, or the second reason, when I looked at the judges, I was thinking, maybe he doesn't want to do something, and you have said person as a judge who's affiliated with your ex-friend. I was thinking that could be a reason, but I don't know. But I don't think anybody should be told that they can't participate in something. I think anybody who's bold and brave enough to do it should participate in it. I was in here myself dancing like, girl, no, you got to do it like this. You got to do it like that. You got to, hey, girl, one leg up. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, because, and I also think that some people didn't know the difference between Afro beats, dance hall, R&B, go-go or whatever. Zahara, I don't know that he really is, or I don't know if it's just something that people are saying. I don't know. Like, I just heard him say it in a video. Because it was another time when I asked him something about a cooking thing, and he says, no, they told me I can't be in it. And I was like, why? He was like, because that's what I do. And I was like, what? And then we had those people in the dance competition that said that that's what they do. Like, they're a dancer or whatever. So, and I think that's something too that has to be looked at, because you have people who have experience in dancing, and then you have other people who are just content creators that maybe, when they go out to a club, they do a little 1-2 or whatever. So of course, I think maybe the next one should be called like an amateur dance hall dance. That way it's not anyone that has any training or experience in dancing. And I think that would make it more fun and funny, you know what I'm saying? And be more of a challenge. But I think that Yusef really did good with the music. I really wanted to hear more music. And I just wish I would have seen a little bit more vibes or whatever. I'm banned. I'm barred from judging and stuff. So they don't never ask me to participate in the goddamn thing. Okay. But if I would have been there, I would have been bringing I would have been bringing the vibes. You know what I'm saying? I would have been up there, you know what I'm saying? Bringing the vibes and things. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed it. I look forward to the second one. I just hope that she has more of like a itinerary or whatever. She probably wouldn't want me to. And I don't have a way to I don't have no email or anything to reach out to her, but I feel like if she had like a itinerary, like the names, who's coming up, and then boom, 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 and everybody's looking at that bullet point, I think that would also help too. Because everybody's kind of seemed to be a little bit confused about what was going on and stuff. Exactly, Mo. Exactly. That's what I don't understand. I think people just want to have something to complain about. Because either they tell people they can't be in it, but then you're too professional to be in it. But then if this person is in it, no, you into too much shit. No, you. So it's like, okay, well, what the fuck do y'all want? What do y'all want? Y'all got to make up your mind. You can't have it both ways. I'm sorry, I had to do my med check for real just now. That damn ginger ale. But yeah, I thought it was strictly dance hall until they was playing all this other music. So I don't know what that was all about. Like, they have like, even if people were to go do some old dance hall dances and stuff like that, like the Yaya girl that got up on her head, like that right there, that is traditional dance hall. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't never been on top of my head. Now, my daughter, she can do the head top thing. She can get up on her head and do all that shit. Me, I can't get up on my head and do none of that shit right there. But even like, I think for like being so that like Voodoo is slim and tall, I think he could have did like Signal the Plane. I mean, that's an old dance, but he could have like Signal the Plane. Hey, yeah. So, well, I don't know. I'm just telling you what he said. He said, maybe he's saying they told him he shouldn't. I don't know. But he was like, what do y'all want me to do? I can't cook. Y'all don't want me to dance. What do y'all want me to do? I'm just going by what I heard him say on his video. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, thing is, I ain't even got a camera on. I'm over here doing all this crazy shit. If I was camera ready, I would come on camera. But like I said, I got to go get a procedure done. So I'm kind of looking like a biggity bum. Let me see. Now, I agreed that lethal bootay was beyond talent, LOL. So amateur is a great point. Like, I sing gospel and have done for years. So I asked to be taken out the last time I was singing. Oh, wow. I wish you would have came, even if it was to the one that Jay Wilson had over there, because that was a real nice thing he had going on And I didn't even come and talk about that. Actually, that was another thing. I had fun with that or whatever. And what I do like is that Pizarro does keep coming up with different ideas. Because everybody don't want to hear the screaming and yelling and hollering every motherfucking day. I know I don't. You know what I'm saying? I truly don't. So, oh shit, I forgot I can't handle metal in my hair. So yeah, I don't really want to hear all that yelling and screaming and hollering every second or whatever. I enjoyed it. And also, this is what I will tell y'all. I noticed, right? When D Spot did the charcuterie board contest, I was over at one of the people that had won. I was over at their channel because I had subscribed, I had subscribed to them from that day or whatever. So I was over there at their channel or whatever, and I seen people in their chat saying, yeah, I went through and I gave all 5s to everybody in the Mo 3 sector. And they said everybody else that wasn't from the Mo 3 sector, I gave them 2s when they was doing how D-Spot was doing the scoring or whatever. And I think that for other sectors, I'm just going to be honest, a lot of them are not being fair. Because when it comes to B sector, we'll give the prize money to somebody outside the sector. Yeah, boo, I'll drop it. We'll give the money to people outside or whatever, but when it comes to other sectors, they damn sight don't want the B sector to get $1, even if it's our money to start with. I noticed that. Like, I started to screenshot that shit that day, but I was like, nope, if I do it, they'll say I'm trying to start some mess or whatever. So I just left it alone, but I surely took notation of it. Like, even with me, if they're asking for me to judge, not for me to judge, but if they're asking the audience to judge, I'm going to judge based on what I see, not based on how I feel about that person. I could not even stand the person, but if you did a good job, you did a good job. If you did a bad job, you did a bad job. But everybody doesn't play like that. Some people are really loyal to their sectors.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, good morning, sis. How are you?
Girl, blessed and highly favored as always.
I know that's
don't
right.
Don't sleepy, girl. I've been up all night. But if you'll permit me, I was trying to relate, and I don't know if it came across the right way, but because I've been in so many choirs and I've done so much, singing background. Granted, American Idol ain't my title. For me, even when I participate, like I was over at Miss Nika's, I even told him, I was like, I'm not here to be a part of the competition. I just want to be a part of the fun. And I think that's kind of where a lot of the stuff got kind of derailed, because they were looking at her as a professional with a bunch of amateurs around her. Because there's been a lot of different, lots of stuff going on. I'm not taking away from her, because I think Miss Thing did her thing.
Are you talking about Queen 88?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and okay, so she said she's a professional. I don't know her too well. So she's a professional. Did she say like a stripper or a dancer?
I didn't catch either comment, so I'm not sure. But either way, even if she just, teaches dance, it kind of, it creates a kind of discord, kind of like that break part, if you will, because you got amateurs that are just doing what they do and they kick it at the club. And then you also got the person that has some level of professional training or has professionally trained themselves, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's why when I said amateur, I wanted you to understand, and I want everybody to understand what I meant by that. Because, reading is one thing, but hearing it is another. That an amateur night would literally put people in a space where if you've had any kind of vocal training, you can't just run up there and be a part of it, because we're looking for the raw talent.
Yeah. That kind of would be fun and funny just to kind of see. Because, I feel like as a woman, right? This is just me personally. As a woman, you ought to know how to at least wind and grind. You get what I'm saying? That's the least you should be able to do in a dance competition. You ain't got to be no professional to do that.
Because I've never heard of this form of dancing until people did live. So I'm very grateful that I was able to even go there and hear and see everything that was going on, and I found it to be interesting.
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, for me, coming back and something worthwhile watching, it definitely was, worthwhile watching. So I'm glad that she had it. But I also think that also too, a lot of times when we're having company from other sectors, sometimes I wish that we would have things just a little bit more smooth, and together, because I think we are representing a whole sector. I'm talking about just how we talk to people, cussing people out and stuff like that when they hit the link. Like, what was that all about?
What I was going to ask you, though, I don't know if you're still interested in doing challenges and things like that, but you perhaps entertain an amateur night and maybe do it like going into the new year, and maybe do something as simple as maybe amateur poetry night for aspirations and things that you want, in the new year, your resolutions, things like that, or maybe a rap competition for amateurs, and like have a way to break it down so that that you're giving the amateurs a chance.
Oh yeah, like a talent show, so to speak. I wouldn't do one like a
B sector star search.
Oh, star search, yeah, like a star search. Yeah, I would. The only thing I wouldn't do as far as China came off. My husband is something else. I'm sorry, but I just looked down and he got these goddamn cupcakes hidden. Child, I can tell him to stop eating this shit.
I want a damn cupcake. Ew.
But yeah, I think I would do that, but I wouldn't do the poetry part just because I know that Jill does like the poetry and stuff. I know she has the contest coming up for poetry. I think it's next month, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah, and I think she has a couple slots left open.
Well, I'm a retired poet, but I'd love to be in the audience in the clouds.
Yeah. Oh, you said T.D. Jakes and the Custom Pastor. Now there's a new collaboration idea. They probably already collaborating. You think half these pastors ain't out here cussing any daggone way? But 300, yeah, I did enjoy my time off, and I was like, going to come on here, but then I came on and I was just like, I wasn't even in the mood. And then I was like, let me go over here and watch this. And it was entertaining. I know that some people were saying, be careful so your channel doesn't get flagged. And then I seen other people say, well, it's not against the terms and conditions and this, that, and the other thing. But I know that YouTube, they kind of choose and pick what they want to do. You know what I mean? And I mean, it was ass out. So I don't know. You know what I mean? I would be a little worried about it, but and
I understand where you're coming from, because a lot of people don't understand, as a content creator, we do have a lot of weight on our shoulders, and that's just being real. Because sometimes the stuff they pick out is stupid. My first flag came from me gaming on my gaming channel, and it was literally the music that they programmed into the game. It wasn't me playing anything else. It was not Nintendo. I know Nintendo can be very notorious about being malicious when it comes to who they allow to stream, while they game. But I literally got a copyright strike against me. And then they were making money off of me, plus the, I think it was Beethoven something. Anyways, it was playing Little Big Planet. And literally, I didn't add anything more than just my commentary. And I got a strike. And I'm like, why? I did nothing wrong. I literally took the tools that you had available and used them. And I got struck.
Yeah, YouTube be on that bullshit. I know my
but I liked the happy energy. I enjoyed last night. I was thrown off by
I know one thing, those closet lesbians, I know they was real excited last night, child.
Girl. And then I was like, I'm because I caught it in kind of almost the midway, and I was like, oh, let me just pause this because if Mister come out and see all of this, because I'm down in my girl cave. If Mister come out and see all of that,
yeah, it was a lot going on. It was a lot going on, and actually, you know what? Even when Uppity was dancing, she had a lot of space. I don't know if she moved something way out the way or what, but I'm just trying to think if I was to enter something like that, I don't have a space that large to just have to myself. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about all that. I don't know.
Girl. But when she got up there, she was in a, I think it was red, little red outfit. Oh Lord.
Oh yeah.
Mister don't need to see
that. She came to collect her money real quick. She knew what it was before she got here. Before she got there, she did not come to play with them.
Girl, but when she dropped that split, I said, "Oh my Lord, out!"
Yeah, I think even the big baby girl, didn't she do a split too?
Girl, they showed out. I just put that way. I'm still sick. You can hear it, but they would do. Ooh. They put it all on the line.
Yeah. LG said she would do it on the amateur one. Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna compete against no damn professional dance or whatever, but you know, yeah, child. Yeah, and it was pretty long, but it was worth watching. I say go give it a watch, and I hope she does it again. But I would say but if she put it to amateurs, I'm just trying to think what people who would sign up. You know?
No, girl, but I don't do the on screen thing. So if I can't just show my hands with my crafting or what I'm working on, ain't nobody gonna make me go on camera until I'm ready, and that's not today.
I know that's right. If I knew what I knew now, honey, they wouldn't know nothing. They wouldn't know anything about me.
And there's a high heel competition coming in.
Yes, I think that's this month. Okay, so she is doing this part 2 in February. The high heel competition is it Brenda? That's the person that's having it?
I don't remember who they said. You girl, you already know my brain don't hold stuff like it should anymore.
More than my love. I forgot who I saw that with, and I thought that's a cute idea too.
And I wish I could walk in them heifers because I used to run in them, but when I got this neuropathy,
Yeah, I understand because I have a lot of high heels, and every now and again I throw them on, but I ain't going too far with them. But they look cute,
But I've been enjoying the fact that we don't have to just sit here and like call each other out and act a fool. We can have fun in other ways. I just hate that after every single competition, it seems like there's
some drama. Wait, is there drama going on?
Huh?
Is there drama going on?
There's been a little trickle.
What happened?
I tell you what, go look at Miss Nika's live.
Oh, something happened after that. Oh my goodness. Shit. What if Lord?
And it wasn't bad though. It wasn't like as extreme as it could be. I'm sure, this is
who was it with?
It was Miss Connie. She went up and she felt like people might have been slighted.
Miss who?
Miss Connie.
Connie?
Mm-hmm.
Who's that?
She's a moderator and a subby.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, she's a really sweet person, in my opinion, just from our interactions. But I understood some of her positions, but at the same time, some of her positions, I was like, girl, just let it go.
So who did she think was being slighted?
You'll have to watch the video.
Oh my goodness.
My nose clean.
But you're not making up a story. You just telling me what she said, because I told you I got to get a procedure done. So I'm like putting on my shoes to go do that. So I doubt seriously that I'm gonna be able to like watch that and even talk about it.
In a nutshell, she felt like that because of the type of dance it was titled as, it should have been more awarded towards the people that were kind of doing that type of dance. That the twerking and stuff like that, it took away from it.
Well,
and I can understand that.
Yeah. I understand that, and I also
dance hall is dance hall,
right? Well, that's what I was saying earlier. I think, and I'm really thinking that some people do not know the difference between dance hall and twerking, dance hall and Afro beats. You know what I'm saying? I don't think everybody understands. Just like dance hall and reggae, it's not the same thing. You know,
Pizza Pie was trying to give examples leading into it. So I feel like she's catching a lot of extra when she literally just opened up her platform. She wasn't even judging.
Right.
And I mean, fair is fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't blame the content creator for opening up their platform. That's like me having a reggae, versus on your channel. I can't fault you. And literally the voting was up to the people in the chat. And, they've been talking about the white t-shirt contest and how the B sector showed up and showed out to support our own. And in my opinion, that's what they did for her. Like it, love it, or hate it, it is what it is.
Yeah, because people was getting mad about them dropping crowns in the chat or whatever, and I was like, I mean, you can't get mad about shit like that. Like, I mean, come on, it fucking helps. It helps the algorithm either way you want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. It felt really, really, really petty, in my opinion, and it's no slight to anybody because I enjoyed myself. I thought it was fun, and can I move like her? That's why I was like, Mr. better not come downstairs. Child out, clicking in, clicking out, clicking in, clicking out. Because I was like, mama's booty don't move like that no more. I don't have them kind of muscles.
Yeah, I think like probably how it could have went is once everybody did their dancing or whatever. I think if a person didn't do any dance hall, they probably should have just been eliminated. Or maybe, like I said, I think it should have just been called a dance competition and not dance hall, because I saw very little dance hall. I saw very little of it. And
another thing they were talking about in that particular live, I'm serious, you really, if you have the time, you find a way. I'm
gonna check it out because I'm gonna have a little downtime. So
if you get the opportunity, you watch it, because she brought up a lot of great points as to how it made her feel, but the opposing side brought up a lot of great points. So like it was such a great conversation that on both sides I could see where they were coming from. And I know that sounds like flip-flop, and I don't care what y'all call it. Y'all can kiss my ass. Don't be mean. Be 100.
The only problem that I have a lot of times is the people who have the most input. And I think there's nothing wrong with having input, because I've given a lot of input here today, right? As soon as I walk away from my damn phone, it rings. I gave a lot of input today, and I didn't give any money towards it. I didn't have to lose any sleep over the competition. So what gives me the right to criticize what she did. But this is just commentary for me. I'm not mad. I'm not trying to fight anybody over it or anything like that. I'm not even mad that somebody from outside the sector took the money. But what I am saying is that other sectors, they do stick together. The beef sector, they don't stick together. Because I believe if any of those other sectors, people would have danced all crazy, their people would have still came and supported them regardless. And I was talking about that earlier. Sometimes people are doing competitions. You got people who go live while the competitions is on. I look at that as like poor sportsmanship. You know, I think everybody should try to support in some type of way. And your support may be just you, babe, you ready? Come on, let's go, because I'm going to be late.
Okay, let me say this real quick, and I'm going to drop down. I know you got to go. I heard you. But for me, if I catch a competition or if I have a link for it, I put it on my wall.
All right, do me a favor. Stay on here for 1 second, because what I want to do is I'm going to transfer devices. I'm going to take y'all with me right quick.
Okay.
All right. Just hold it down for me for 1 second, okay?
Girl, you know I got you.
Okay, thank you, boo.
But yeah, like for me, it's like it, love it, or hate it. Just, you know, I like to share people out when it's a competition, especially. Because at the end of the day, they're still trying to put content out there. You wouldn't have commentary. You wouldn't have the views. You wouldn't have the AdSense checks if we didn't talk about it. Are we going to all agree? No. That just is what it is. And who cares? At the end of the day, the people got a chance to vote. If you felt like you were going to, compete, and you have a YouTube channel, you're a content creator, whatever the case may be, or if you walk with a bigger content creator, why not ask them to ask their people to support you? Say, hey, I'm doing this, competition, and it's over here, XYZ, come through and let's get this money. You know what I mean? Like, for me, it's not that deep. Like, I got real life issues. I got real health issues. Like, a competition ain't gonna make or break me. And these people will take YouTube off of YouTube and start messing with people in their real life. And then you got people that are dwelling on things. Get over it. It's a freaking competition. Not everybody's gonna win. I'm sorry, Miss Lethal Booty. That's what I called her. Miss Lethal Booty. She did it. She did her thing. Okay, she did her ting. And I ain't got no ill will to none of them. I thought they all did fabulous. King Roman News, everybody. I enjoy all of them.
Yeah, I did too. Like I said, a couple little things tweaked around, but I also think we have to be careful, when we are giving constructive criticism. And I think it should always be constructive criticism with good intentions, not just to start mess or to be messy or to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying all this stuff, and I might have said some stuff that people took in like, oh my God, really? But it's just commentary. So I'm just, entertaining my audience, but I'm also being fucking honest too. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Like, not everybody's gonna like the potato salad at the cookout. It is what it is. It's over with. It's been done. If you have a better idea of how it should go or transpire, voice it. Let's make it happen. Let's have more fun.
Or do it yourself. Most of the people who say stuff or criticize, they cannot do it and won't do it because it's a lot of work. But I also think because, like, Pizarro's not like the type of person that's like behind the scenes with people, I think that may contribute to some things where I don't even have my key. You wanted me to drive? I didn't even grab my key. Lord have mercy. You would get mad at me because there's no parking over here? I know, I didn't know that, but hurry up, run, because I'm gonna be late. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so ghetto today. I think that, like, people will say stuff, but they're not doing anything to help the situation. But like I said, I think because Pizarro's not like behind the conversations with, per se, like her judges or the host,
because it did seem like they weren't on the same page. I will say that, like, I'm not even gonna lie about that. It did seem very kind of like unorganized, and I seen her being very agitated, which makes me think that something happened before the show got started. And it could have just been people not showing up. That's enough to get you irritated. Because I know last competition I had, and people wasn't didn't show up or whatever. It kind of just messes up what you're doing. First time I had people doing things different, I had to be editing behind the scenes and shit like that. So, you know, it's a lot to deal with. It really is. It really is.
It is. It's a lot. And even with it being outside of a competition type situation,
Oh shit.
just being a content creator is hard. Trying to keep a watch on your chat, trying to,
Okay, let
hear
me see
people in the
something.
background.
Y'all
It's
press
a lot of stuff.
whoosh. Press one if y'all can hear me. Cause suddenly I don't hear random.
I can hear you. Can y'all hear
Oh yeah,
Shells?
I can hear you now. I think I went out of service for a second.
Okay. But yeah, it's a lot that we have to deal with as a content creator that people really don't understand. They just see, the glitter part of it. They don't see what it took to get to that point. And it's a lot of, especially if you're live, you're watching your chat, you're trying to hear people in the background that are texting you, calling you, hitting you on IG. It's a lot of stuff that goes on, especially when you've already laid out certain guidelines to, like, your moderators, and they want you to pay attention to certain things. And I'm sorry, I'm hats off to everyone that's doing these challenges, content creators and participants alike. Cause baby, I be done cuss everybody out. I be done lost every bit what little religion I get to.
Right. Yeah. But at least she's doing it. You know what I'm saying? At least she's doing it.
You right. And a lot of the people that are the naysayers, they wouldn't even try to give back. They wouldn't even try to do a competition. They wouldn't even go live, half of them.
Shoot, not even have a competition. Um, One thing they ain't gonna do is put them damn booty shorts on and get up on that goddamn camera. Okay,
God, did you see them shorts
that they
get
ain't
eat
gonna
up?
do. Okay, now should anybody else be doing that? I don't think they should either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The booties were eating. Okay.
I was like, I thought she was joking. I was like, is this a joke or something?
I said, dang, all that booty. I need to do more squats.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for a person who's confident, loving themselves for themselves, but I don't know. I think also too presentation should mean something too. So, and then I know some people when Trish was saying that she had been in a car accident, they were like, they were saying something or another about like whatever she was talking about didn't have anything to do with an accident. But this is the thing: if she had an accident, she could have like slip disc or bulging disc or whatever, and that could affect the way you move around or dancing or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I got slip disc and bulging disc, and it definitely, and depending on like the weather or whether I'm sick or inflammation or whatever, it can be worse. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
So
And that's why even when I was voting in the chat, I had to take myself out of who I like because there were certain people that I am biased to. I didn't even vote for them. I had to keep it on an honest level. And I feel like that's part of the reason why Miss Connie was upset is because she felt like people were being biased based upon who they like, not necessarily all of the criteria. That's why I said you really should watch it for yourself so you can get the best understanding. Because I don't want to misquote her or say something the wrong way, if that makes sense.
right. Yeah, I understand. I'm gonna check it out for myself or whatever. And you know what? To be honest, every competition does bring some type of drama, but it's the beef sector. And what would the beef sector be without some type of confusion? You know what I'm saying?
No, I absolutely get that part. But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm gonna drop down because I haven't been to sleep. I'm so tired. And
I didn't no second, go to the right where the UPS truck is and then turn left right there. No, I'm glad that you hit the link because I don't know if you ever get like this when you have a procedure or something you have to do, like because you can park right over, you can park, well, you can park there if you want to, either there or there. I don't know if like when you're getting a procedure or something, you think about it or you thinking about what you have to do the next day with like anxiety. That type of shit will keep me up. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely,
Because I'll be thinking about the
absolutely.
ride going there. Is it going to be traffic? Oh, it's raining. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that.
Hmm.
So,
And
so
Michelle's daughter, I see you, and I heard, child. Whew, it's been a long night. Okay.
I was up all night last night. But I
But
think that's going to help
that,
me now because when I go in here, it's going to make me more tired and a little bit wheezy, a little bit off. You
but
know?
see, what irritates me is like if you have a panel of judges, that's an issue. If
True.
you have a panel of judges and the chat gets to participate towards it, it's an
It's
issue.
a problem. Yeah.
If it's the chat doing all the voting, it's an issue. Man, learn how to be a happy loser. We can't win everything. God, people are so fickle, and you're supposed to be the beeping sector. But where is your armor? Where is your, okay, I lost this one. Who cares?
No, they have to buzz. Okay, it's open. So,
Like I've been talked
hello,
about in so many different ways. I could
Hutchinson.
care less. I could care less what people
Okay,
think about.
thank you.
Because at the end of the day, which one of y'all gonna show up and pay my doggone light bill? Who gonna pay my car note?
Right. Oh, I need to be able to flip that camera around. But all right, so I'm at my destination. I thank
Okay,
you for keeping me
Queen.
entertained. I thank the chat for being here. Um,
I'm gonna drop down, let you do your final thoughts. Um, and for anybody that don't like the random, the crafting, and the gamer, you know what you can do with that. Peace, sis.
yeah. I have a good day. Hello. Yeah, you ready for me already? Okay. Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready like Freddie. Can he come in there with me or he has to stay out here?
We're gonna put you in room one. I don't have a lot of space, but maybe we can put a chair or something.
Okay.
Get you situated first and do your vitals, and then we'll get that figured out.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right.
All right, y'all. I gotta go. I'll talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.